Hello and welcome back to No Man's Land for our survival let's play. I think it's possibly episode 53. There's a few things we're going to do. There's something that we spoke about in the last episode that I've went and done. But first, I want to show you what is pretty much... Well, I started with the tomatoes, but I think it's going to work with the other stuff as well. I don't want this to happen, and I need to find a way of it not happening. Right, it might not work now because the numbers have changed. I've updated a couple of things. Right, so let's put that to one side. That should spawn one more. Oh, it's still going to do it. Yeah, have you seen how the litres of tomatoes aren't changing, even though I'm removing it? So it's 1158. That'll spawn another one. It's still 1158. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why it's doing it. And I'm not sure if this one is doing it because it wasn't changing before. Let's see if it changes now. So 764. One should spawn because it's 500. So there's one spawned. Yep, 764. These ones that are on here and there, most of them are ones that have actually. I'll tell you what, I'll put fuel in first. Ones that are there by rights because of the amount of time we've spent doing other stuff, which I'll come back to in a second. But let's get up there. We'll get up to the shop. I'm going to sell these anyway, and then I'm gonna stop at our sell points, our production point. Sorry. There's a hint on the left-hand side there of what we've been doing. I spoke about it anyway. In fact, I might as well talk about it on the way up. So our field over there, our grass field, which is this one here. This took so long, by the way. So I did all the grass work like you normally do. I cut, I windrowed, I baled, I wrapped. Then I moved them all to where the combine is. Then I ploughed, then destoned, then planted and rolled. It took hours because it's something we spoke about like quite regular at the minute, is the size of our equipment, which is what we're looking to change. It took absolutely hours and hours to do. We've actually made it a bit bigger, so it comes down pretty much right to the boundary now, and it goes to the boundary there as well. So it is bigger. It actually comes out a little bit further here as well, to the tree line. The other thing that we've been doing is we've bought a new production line. I did it. I bought it off camera because I wanted to get this done, get the painting done, so it looked a bit better. So yeah, this one, basically I bought it for the oats. I will do soybeans as well, but this one's for oats because obviously we've got oats coming, haven't we? And then you've got the oil here. Right, what I'm going to do is, so what have we got? Furniture, 1407. Let's have a look. So we'll spawn one. And it should go down to 407. Right. 1408. I don't want this, because this means it's taken away from the sort of survival aspect of it, if I can just produce them all the time. I don't know why it's happening. If anyone knows, then if you could let us know, that would be great, because like I said, I don't want that happening. I don't want free pallets popping up. I would, if it was Calmston, wouldn't bother us in the slightest. but not on this map. This is the map where, well, you know, we just, everything's turned up to the max. We things are as difficult as we can get. So yeah, please, if you know why it's happening, let us know, and I can get it changed somehow. I did see something on Facebook a few days ago, and I can't remember what someone said now of why it might have been doing it. Oh, liftable, I can't remember what it's called now. The liftable pallets or something like that. 13 grand, you'll take that one, yeah. Where you can pick the pallets up. Possibly that. So before the next episode, I'll try that. I'll take that off, and then see if that's made any difference. It'll be a shame if it. Well, saying that, I was going to say it'll be a shame, which it would be, because it's a pain, mostly with the smaller pallets, to move. However, when you get to pallets like this furniture here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep them 4 there so they're not spawning anymore. I'm going to put these on here, and regardless of the price, I'm going to get them sold, because I want to do stuff with the money anyway. That building there, that cost 10 grand, so that's where that money went. Let's get these on here. Don't know why I'm trying to get it lined up perfect. We're only going 100 metres backwards. But yeah, that grasswork, oh my god, I didn't realise just how long it was going to take. I knew the windrow, things like that take a long time, but just everything. I mean, the ploughing, because our plough's tiny, isn't it? It's only like, I don't know, 2 metres long or something. Just felt like it went on for days. In fact, it did. It went over. It did actually go over a couple of days, because I already had videos made. I haven't actually recorded for about 3 days, because I had a few stacked up. So I had Calmston, and I've already got, by the time I record this, I have already had the episode before. Is it 52? If this is 53, then obviously 52, but it might not be. Ready to go. And the issue that I was having last week, which I actually tweeted out about it, and one of the days when a video was meant to be out, I didn't put one out because YouTube was just taking so long to process into HD and 4K. Like, ridiculous lengths of time, getting on for a week to do a video. I think that's been resolved now, because the episode before this, that processed quite quickly. Let's see how much we're going to get. $1,900. So it's a couple hundred down, but like I said, I want the money regardless. Got 12,000 litres, so we're gonna, what, 23 grand. Yeah, 23,600. So, not a bad start to the episode, really. We've made like 36 grand. And we haven't started taking advantage of this glitch, which, like I said, I don't want to. We've got the canola oil there as well. 19. Do you know what? That's high. That is higher than it normally sells for, so let's get that on as well. So what we on there? 2,158. I mean, you can see this is full, so with any, I say with any luck, it's gonna glitch, isn't it? I know it is. Right, so they've already started coming back on. Let's see. Um, 2,164. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna get these stacked, and I'll be back. 2 secs. We've got the 4 stacks, which is 16,000 litres. They are just spawning again. The canola is being used, so I assume once there's no more canola in there, it'll stop. But I mean, if it's just trapped on that one number, then it might not. It might just carry on. But this is going to be the last lot of pallets we sell for this episode anyway. So hopefully I'll have it sorted for the next episode. And I am, even though it'll be... God, made some decent there. 30, over 30 grand. Even though I would be due, once this episode's done, I'd be due to get back on Carnston and start recording on there. I'm going to record straight away after, I think. Just another episode on here. Right, let's get back down, because we've got stuff we really need to do with the farm. So we're back down at the farm. The thing that we're desperate to do is, well, we need to get these oats up, but we need to get those 3 fields that we planted in the last episode. We need to get them weeded. However, we're not going to do that with the weed we've got. If you remember from the last episode, just thought something else I want to do as well. If you remember from the last episode, we'll try not to. I will get my words out. I will just try not to destroy our crops. We're going to buy a hoe, and that's still my intention to do that now. To be honest, I could have probably bought one and brought it back down instead of that trailer, because I don't actually need that trailer for the rest of this episode, I don't think. But I'll just have to go back up and get it. So this field here, you can see 2 distinct sort of regions in it. The majority of the outside is it's been weeded, but only partially, so it's got partial weeds in it. Then you can see that inside bit where it's got fully grown weeds. There's no fertiliser on whatsoever. This is, I was going to say this is the last of these sort of fields, but it's not. That field number 4 is that one there. Once that field's out the way, then that's our sort of give our head a shake era over, hopefully, and we're back on track. So whatever we got up here, it's just, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's a bonus because we've still messed it up, but it's like lesson learned, isn't it? I mean, you can see we're only 600 litres and we're around that way, so we ain't getting much off. But what it will do, it'll get the oat productions going. So it's an oat drink that we're doing, so we need oats and we need water. And then we'll look at possibly putting something else in this field, because the big field at the back, if I go around, the big field at the back, if you remember, that's got oats in as well. Some of the other fields have got canola in. In fact, the rest of the fields have got canola in, because we didn't put any barley in this time, did we? Just with us having so much. And we have got a load. It's like 60 odd thousand litres we've got. 60,000 litres. I think we had 65. I must have filled up. It might have even been in the last episode, I can't remember. We must have filled up. But I think what we'll do is Do I want a time lapse or do I want to do a jump? Because we've got the weeding to do after. We'll jump forward. I'll get as much of this done as possible, and then I'll save the time lapse for when we get our new bit of equipment and do the weeding. So when you come back, hopefully a good chunk of this is done. We're back and we're just about there. Another couple of runs and that's us done. As far as what we've got off, I don't know exactly how many thousands of litres we've got off, but we've still got room in the trailer, and the trailer's 12,100. So because of the weed, which is just everything around the field, just cut off there with the headphones. Don't know why. So we were talking about the just the amount of litres we've got off. It isn't going to be great, but we knew it wasn't going to be great, and hopefully these mistakes won't be repeated. So hopefully the issues with the headset has been resolved. I don't know if it just needs a charge, but it wasn't flashing up to say it needs a charge. Normally it gives you a little beep in your ear, I think, when it needs to charge, but I've put sort of 10 minutes into it. See if we can get this episode finished, and then I'll put them on. But yeah, I've never had to do that before. It literally it was just stopping. I could tell with them being sound cancelling headphones, a headset, sorry, the inches, you can tell as soon as they go off. Right, so we've got another 1500 litres here. I'm not sure whether we'll get it all in. One of the other things we're going to have to replace is this header, because you can see the repair bar on the right hand side. That's the header, it's not the combine. Oh, are we going to get this all in? Yeah. Right, I'll leave the combine there. I want to get it done because, as you can see, it's flashed up that we're going to get rain. So we were 78 litres shy of a full trailer, which I'm more than happy with. I'm glad we've got it all in. So we need to get this up. We also need we need to take our weeder up. Now our weeder isn't a trailed one, is it, where we can just put that as high as possible, and then I think this fully goes off the ground. Put that out and up. Yeah, it does. We might as well sell that while we've got the opportunity to. Right, we'll get up there and we'll do what we need to do. Okay, we'll get these tipped. We'll get these tipped first. Oh, didn't like that. I don't know if it's just because of the tyres we've got on. You could really feel the weight when you try to turn that corner there. There we go. We need water regardless, don't we? I was going to say I would set this away, but we haven't got the water in yet. I'll put it on anyway, and we'll put it on to storing. Yeah, I'll bring the water up off either right at the end or off camera. I mean, we know what it's going to be, don't we? It's going to be this soy drink. We don't need anything else. It's not the soy drink, the oat drink. In fact, I'm going to leave this here because I think the hoe might be trailed. This is whatever one this is going to be. It's going to be the wrong one, obviously. There we go. Let's get this put on the back. I'll have only had that issue inside the store anyway. So we've got 95 grand. I don't know how much we'll get back for this. I think it was 15. I think that's how much we paid for it. Get that dropped off. Somewhere around here. There we go. So we'll repair it for 71. Now on this map, does repainting matter or not? I can't remember. Obviously Calmston we proved it did and would make a profit. So we'll be looking at 6,500, wouldn't we? Let's try. Oh yeah, it did. So we're going to make a bit more money off that. So we're going to get 6,716 back. We've had it for 33 months. It's quite a long time really, isn't it? Just under 100 grand. Now let's go and see the only other person on no man's land, which is this lady here. So these are all small. Oh, small and medium, that one. It's 51 grand though. But these ones are all small and medium. So that's 6.5, 610. Yeah, I wasn't gonna, but I think I'll go with the biggest one, 110. Small and medium weed growth. We'll take that. I mean, God, it's so high that you can't even see it. 31,600. No other options other than changing the rim colour. Let's go there. I'm hoping, because I've got the road car tyres on this one, I'm hoping that we'll have enough power with this tractor to use it. I mean, the tractor itself, I think, is 115, but obviously with the condition it's in, we'll have to see. Right, we'll get back down there. Right, the moment of truth. Is it going to work? I mean, to be fair, we're in the first growth stage, aren't we? So I could use the Fiat anyway. But we'll keep it on this one. I've just looked. The weed that we've just sold, we paid 9.5 for. So, considering the amount of time we've had it, I don't mind losing a third of the value. 'Brilliant. 10 mile an hour as well. That will do nicely. It looks like we'll do a full row, but it looks like it's taking everything out as well. I mean, canolas, it's dead easy to see, isn't it? It was the barley that was an absolute nightmare to see. Yeah, so on this side, no weeds, no weeds. Don't need that. I thought I was close to my tractor, I was just moonwalking backwards there. Yeah, more than happy. I mean, this ties right into what Feldon was saying, and I know I mentioned it in the last episode as well, even though I recorded that some time ago. I think we're 100% right to put our money in machinery at this point. Machinery and equipment. That's what's going to progress us, rather than buying that new bit of land, which would be nice, but I don't think at the minute we need to. We've got a decent amount of income. We've still got those pine trees that are fully grown, the ones over in between fields 2 and 3, which, now that we haven't got a crop in field number 2, I might actually take down and just cash in on them. I think it would be a good time to do it while the crop's not in there. And you can't see them that well, just about to say. I mean, you know where they are. There's going to be 20 of them. It's going to be a good wedge of money, and we don't need to. We don't even need to put them in the factory as well. We can sell them. The reason we don't need to put them in the factory is because we've still got. I mean, I'll check. Let's check now. But we had loads, like where it was actually stopping making planks because of how many we had. I don't know why I'm looking at that screen. Right, looking at the right one. So I mean, we've still got 14,500 litres of wood, and our planks are maxed out, so it seems to be lasting a while. I mean, we did put a lot in to start with, didn't we? But, I mean, the furniture's already started paying off, so I think we were right to do so. But yeah, equipment wise, what we're going to be looking at over the next over the next couple of episodes, I want a new header for the combine, because the header that's on there at the minute is the original start game one, which obviously is just ruined. We want a new mower setup, which doesn't necessarily mean everything, but I want a front mower to go along this with the side mower. I want a new windrower. The baler, we'll just have to see, but a new mower and a new windrower is an absolute necessity. What else do we want? We need a new water tank, because that one's too small. So we've got plenty of stuff to be spending our money on. And none of that I've mentioned, other than the header, take the header out, because I haven't looked, but none of that is overly expensive. Windrows aren't that much really, neither are water tankers. A front mower, I think it's only about 10 grand, isn't it? So I mean, with the money we've got now, we should be able to do quite a lot with. And then once we start getting a bit more, I want cows. I think that's what I want on this map, is to get cows on here. I'll just have to have a look at any sort of mods that would allow us to get them, because the base game ones I think would just be too expensive. Right, let's we've got a couple of fields to do, haven't we? In fact, we've got more than a couple of fields to do. Got oats in this one over here. You can see our grass field done here. few months and that'll be ready for its first cut. Oh, the other thing that I said when we were back up near field 2, the other thing that I want to do is our trackways here. I want to get them sorted so they're not regrown. So whether we put dirt or gravel or I don't know, whatever. Yeah. Just making sure that there's weeds in that one. It looks like it's going to be harder to see on this. In fact, there's no looks like at all. It is harder to see on this. Right, let's start a time lapse. We'll get this one done. We'll go and get the other fields done, time dependent, because it's 16:13, it's November, and it's going to start getting dark. So we might not get everything done for the rest of this video, but if we don't, we don't. It's one of them things. Right, we'll put time lapse on. I don't want it to be overly too long. Oh, the tractor does not like that. I mean, we haven't left it with much horsepower regardless, but yeah, it doesn't like that, does it? Yeah, back on track now. Right, let's get time lapse on and we'll get as much done as possible. Okay, so we've put a short time lapse on there. I think I've missed a bit over there, haven't I? Yeah, it was when I was getting the headset back on. What I'm going to do is we're going to stop the video soon, and I'm just going to do this off camera because it's just getting late and it's just going to be dark. I mean, you can see there, sun is almost down, and we won't record in the dark because it's pointless, especially on a map like this where you've got no artificial light. It literally just goes pitch black. So I mean, today, what have we done? We've spoke about that glitch. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go straight into recording another episode, pretty much after this one. There's not gonna be much of a break, and I'm gonna see if we can get rid of it, and I'm gonna do that by taking that liftable pallet mod off, see if that's the one. But again, that is literally just off a comment off Facebook that I seen, and it wasn't even to do with the respawning. It was to do with a lot of lag, I think, and someone said that mod in particular is causing quite a few issues. So we'll take that off. We've got the oats done. They need water to start processing, so I'll take some of that up. I'll probably wait until the next episode actually. We'll go and get a new water tanker. What else have we done? We've been and bought this hoe, so we've sold ours. It's really difficult to see once you get up here. It's alright when you're down there and you're looking up the hill. Yeah, so we've spent like 31 grand I think on this. We're down to 68. I say we're down to 68. If at any time in no man's land we've been able to say we're down to 68,000, I don't think it's ever happened. So yeah, next episode we'll be looking to, I don't think that middle field of canola will be ready, so we won't be doing that. What we do need to do is maybe take them trees down there. Obviously we've got that field to bale and to turn around, so we might do that, and maybe buy some of that equipment that I said we were going to, even though that might not come next episode because we're not going to be using it straight away, are we? Because that grass field isn't going to be ready yet. I don't know, we'll see when we come to it. I might have a look for different animal mods as well. And get either sheep or cows on here. Oh, I'll tell you what we were going to start looking at was getting a manure spreader, weren't we? Getting a manure sell point. And starting to do that. So that's another thing that we want to look at. But you can see the sun's pretty much gone and it's just went pitch black. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.